Hey, I am ready tonight, you guys, of Tiffany Stacey Photography and Video LLC, and I provide weekly video marketing tips to help your business grow. I hope you can't hear those sirens. Oh, tonight I was over here taking selfies before I went on live. I finally got my act together tonight. My lights were working, my mic is working. I got a different setup, as you can see here. Yeah, I'm ready to go. Plus, I got my script tonight, so I'm prepared. So, as anything with live, you know that anything can happen. So, anyway, tonight I have a script, and I'm going to go through my process and my script looks like, as well as just give you guys some tips and all that good stuff. So here's the thing. Time is a commodity, as all you know. Time is very precious. It's precious to me. It's precious to you. And I always like to take into consideration the time, your time, especially with these videos. Now with live, I'm not sure how long this broadcast is going to be, but I always take that. And that's why I'm always a huge advocate for having a script with every single video that you put online. It will save you so much. But before I get into that, I need to bring up my shared screen. And I have a little PowerPoint presentation here. So that is really distracting me with those sirens. Let's go. Okay. Let's just should go in. What's going on? Oh. You can tell I don't usually use this. So first and foremost, so here's the reason why you should have a script with anything that you post online. One, it creates less stress. So last week when I was having issues, I was super stressed out because I didn't have a script. I had it on my computer, but having a tangible script really helps me to know what comes next whenever I need to say something. So I like to make sure my life is stress-free for the most part. Also, piggybacking off of that, much more confident, because as I said, you know exactly what's coming next. It takes out the guesswork. You don't have to sit here and think about, oh my gosh, what am I supposed to say next? You already know because you have your script. And also, if you are now, with my past videos that I used to shoot behind my white wall, when you have a script, it makes it so much easier in terms of editing, especially if someone ends up having to edit that content for you. You want to make sure that you give them a script of all the things that are said, so all that stuff lines up in editing. So I feel like you always have a script is good for blogging. And I'll tell you this, a lot of times I pretty much write everything out that I'm going to say in a script. But what I'll usually end up doing is repurposing that content for my blog or for my descriptions that I post with my videos. So it just keeps me, it pretty much kills two birds with one stone. I don't have to sit here and constantly, figure out what I should be writing about on my blog. It's already there because I've written it out. So this is how my show will go, is that I'm going to show you an outline of how you're supposed to do a script. And I'm also going to show you what my scripts look like. Actually, I have two scripts, and my live scripts are a little bit different from my pre-recorded, edited videos. They're not too much different, but the setup's a little different. So we'll go into that. So here's the thing. When it comes to a script, don't complicate it. It's really that simple. And the thing is, when you create a script, you want to create it in a way that it sounds conversational. You don't have to create it like the way you would say it to a friend. And here's the thing, when you go on to, when you're actually thinking about what kind of script or what you want to say in your script or how you want to create the video, I always think about working backwards. So think about the finished product in your head and then figure out, ask these questions. What's the point of the video? And what information will they have after watching your video? Able to create your script. So I wanted to also let you know that when I create my script, it is, I tend to first do keyword searches, and I have a great companion in terms of how I make that happen. I have a, well, I guess, is it called an app? I guess it could be called an app. It's called TubeBuddy, and I get a membership through my, I get the membership, and then it basically create keywords, or you can search keywords to see what basically people have searched in the past. And so from there, it lets me know, okay, this topic is something that, you know, somebody might be interested in. People have watched this kind of content, and then I base it off of that. So I usually use that keyword search for whenever I need to title a video, or you know, just for content's sake, you know, whatever I need to put in that actual video. So I highly recommend it. I do have a link in the description. I always have to, you know, rep the affiliate links. I do have an affiliate link, so please feel free to check that out, because you will definitely not regret it. And plus, if you go through all the effort and time that it takes to create a video, you want to make sure that it's searchable. And that goes along with, you know, the SEO and all that good stuff. You want to make sure people can find it. Even if they don't watch it right off the bat, that content lives on your platform, YouTube, or, you know, if you have your stuff on Facebook. So just think about that you might not get the people watching at first, but eventually over time, people will find your content, and then that builds the algorithm, and then your videos get recommended to other people, and then it just grows from there. So, and I've seen this with me. It's been a very, very slow process when it comes to growing YouTube. I've done it before, but I'm doing the effort it takes to, you know, create a video and then hopefully have people see that video. So but it does work. It happens. So anyway, here's how I typically like to approach my videos. I like to go back all the way back to when I was in school, and, you know, I was writing a paper, and you remember we always had to write the paper where you had your introduction, your body, and your conclusion. That is basically how I write my scripts. Now, you know, maybe in other places these aren't the technical, easier for me to remember, but it's pretty much the same idea. So you have your introduction, your body, conclusion. So first and foremost, when you are considering your introduction, you want to make sure that you take into consideration the 8-second rule. So you want to make sure that whoever watches your video, it captures their attention. The first 8 issues, especially like with technical issues, that person more than likely is going to click off your video because there's just too much going on. So you want to capture their attention. And that's just like in a paper. Remember when your teacher would say, like, I just want something that's going to, you know, capture my attention and make me want to continue to read that content or that paper. Think about it that way. So I believe in making sure that you let people know exactly what that content, And I also believe in making sure that the content, you get to that content, the sooner the better. So I'm actually trying to work on creating content and actually getting into the content as soon as I can, instead of, doing these long introductions. Because one thing I do not like are those videos that have those intros. They do their hook and they let that person know like exactly what the video is going to be about. They'll say in this video, blah, 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 blah. And then they'll go into like like an I'm like, we know who you are. I can see your YouTube channel. So I also think that you should still introduce yourself, because sometimes, yeah, you're new to people. And I think it's just a nice way to, let people know who you are, but just keep that very short and brief. So you have your hook, and then you want to lead into the meat of the video, which is the actual information that you'll be sharing. I usually like to think of it like, am I creating like kind of like a tips video where I have like multiple tips that I want to share, like a series of thoughts or, ideas. And so I usually think about it that way. So it's usually like 3 to 5. Like that's not like an accurate number, but I tend to think of it like that. So just think of whatever you plan to do. Just start off small. You don't have to do everything and cover everything in one video. You can create a video. So just think about it like that. I can't share everything in this live stream, but if you watch enough of my videos, everything's kind of building. Sometimes I tend to go off on little tangents here and there, but it's something to think about. So, and then lastly, conclusion. You want to conclude. You don't have to summarize the conclusion like we did in school. You don't have to do that. All you have to do is basically let behind. You want to basically end with a call to action. You want to get somebody to do something at the end of that video if they make it to that end of that video, which is why they tend to create call to actions like in the middle of a video, because not everybody's going to finish the video. So you want to make sure you hit that. I tend to forget, and I should do it more, but hey, that's just me. But you should do it. But a call to action can simply be, hey, follow me on the affiliate link. Hey, about this product, service, or hey, if you need a consultation, please hit me up at this number. So it's just stuff like that. So just think of it like that way. I hope this was actually simplified for you, because the scripts don't have to be complicated. So here's the thing. I want to show you a little bit of like what this script looked like for this live stream. So let me go ahead and clear out of this. Well, yeah, let me clear out of this. Drag and drop. Okay, so you can see there, this is basically my script for tonight. So as you see, I have basically, well, right up here, or wait, I have my title. That's a title that I basically looked up on keywords, creating a video script that was hit pretty hard in terms of how many people search for that information. So I decided to go with this. There was a bunch of other tags that I could have used, but this was the best one. I think that was like 100%. And as you can see here, this is my typical introduction I always say with every video that I do. So, Wilson, I don't think I said that today. Oops. But same person. And then I just say, what I usually say, I provide weekly video marketing tips to help your business grow. And then from there, I go into like my introduction, which is, time is a commodity. And then I go into just some reasons why it's important to have a script, just like you saw earlier. And then down below, I, talk about exactly what the show is going to look like. I was kind of going back and forth about where I wanted to put how this show will go. At first, I was going to have it right after the intro, but to me, it just didn't flow. But hey, you can do that. So I'm always changing things with my scripts. Things are always changing. So, if you don't like something that was said, you can always change it for the next video. And so moving on, work. And then all my PowerPoints obviously are pretty much in this bold here. So that just lets me know that I'm transitioning to another topic or a different tip. So it's just little cues like that's helpful for me. And you'll notice that most of my sentences here are one-line sentences. And what is this, friend? Sorry. um, um, and that's only because it's much easier going live, and you'll see the difference with my pre-recorded videos, and I'll get to that in just a second. But it's just easier to read when you're going live. You don't need to be reading a paragraph. You don't need to be reading at all, actually. And so, okay, and then I have my conclusion here, and obviously I haven't I have here the videos. So these are just cues to me, letting me know exactly, what comes next. And then I have my closing here, all the things I'm going to say when I close out the show. So this is just exciting to me. This is so fun to me. I love being organized. So moving on, I wanted to show you a pre-recorded script and how that looks. And this is it's crazy. I pretty much write like I'm writing a blog post or an essay form. I pretty much I would post as a blog. And when I go and edit when I go to shoot the video, I actually read over each paragraph and then I say it, and then I come back and I do each paragraph like that. And so when I go in to edit, I piece it together and stuff. So it works. It works. I like it like that because I can read through it and I make sure I hit all my points and stuff. So it's kind of whatever works for you. So if you like, doing, use a lot of trees, but that's a personal preference. So I'm just showing you some ways. And this video was actually the video I did a couple of weeks back, which is Fiverr. Is it safe to use Fiverr? So, it was just my thoughts and my experiences on Fiverr and just some tips on how you can navigate Fiverr and not feel like you're basically getting scammed. So I hope that was helpful. This is a lot of fun. I'm so glad I finally I had to change streaming services in terms of just creating content. So I'm looking forward to live streaming from now on. Seems to me like I will no longer be stressed anymore getting ready to go on air. So here's the thing. If you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to reach out to me whenever you can. If you need a video editor, feel free to send me a message. All my information's in the description. And also feel free to go add your name to my email list. I have some things that are not sure exactly when, but I want you to be the very first person to hear about that. And then, of course, as always, follow me on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram. It's all in the description. So I will see you all next week. I am thinking about actually going through my scripting process maybe this weekend, but it kind of depends because, I've been enjoying in the weekend, but we'll see. So if it ends up raining, I think I'll try to go live this weekend so you could kind of see just my whole process on like how I keyword and or find keywords and stuff and just create my topic for my lives. So I will be back next week. Have a happy and safe week, and I'll see you guys next week. All right, bye.